Happy Saturday, you guys. I don't know. I'm sure I have some gross stuff coming up for you. I can't wait to show you. Woohoo!
Just breathing today, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing today, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing today, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each
Shaking under
moment
my
without a
rain.
damn care, streaming her truth for all
Are you
to
shaking
share.
under my
Girl
rain?
world shaking under her reign, feel the
Oh, I love
wrath
this
of
part.
just Breezen's name. Just breezing
Just
today,
breathe.
ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello, you guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday. How the hell are you? Hello for me and my mean smirk. I am in such a good mood. Let me tell you. Yesterday, I was a lean, mean cleaning machine, okay? I cleaned my whole room. It's dusted, it's organized. I mean, I had a new closet, so I had to clean up the rest of it, right? I have a candle burning right now. It smells good in here. Everything has a place. It's just so pretty right now. It's so fucking pretty. I can't even describe. And then because I started on my room, then I was like, ho ho, Breezy Jr. isn't here today. So basically, I went into her room, and okay, if you have kids, you'll know what I'm talking about here. I had to throw away stuff that I can only throw away when she wasn't here, because if she didn't know I was throwing it away, she won't miss it. However, if she saw me physically throwing something away, even if she hasn't played with it since she was 2, basically, it'll be a whole meltdown. So then, after I got stuff thrown away, then I dusted and vacuumed and got all new clean sheets and blankets and everything. Like, I don't know, the house just smells so lovely right now. My back hurts, but I was so productive, that I feel like I deserve a lazy day, and I'm gonna have that today. So that's the main reason why I'm happy. It smells good in here. Everything's organized for now, and I get to watch the valley today. Woohoo! Good morning, Tia. Hello, fashionable. Hello, free the people. Hello, Vicky, Beverly. Hello, hello. Let me see. I know there's other Andrea. Hi, gorgeous. Hello, hello. Okay, did I miss anybody? I don't think so. Vicky, Free the People, Tia, Fashionable, Dripping Sunshine, Andrea, Beverly, got it. Hey, Erin. Okay, so my daughter follows me around and uncleans what I clean. That's the thing. It's clean for now. Later, my nephews will be here, and then all the kids will decide that they want to make bracelets. This is how it's going to go down, you guys. I already know. I'm already calling it. So then they're gonna get all the beads out, all the wiring out, everything, and they're gonna make bracelets, and then I'm gonna be finding beads for the next week everywhere. But here's the thing, they're gonna make 2 bracelets, and then they're gonna decide they're done with that, and they wanna go do water balloons. And then they'll go do water balloons, and then later I'll be cleaning up water balloons from the backyard. And then after they're done doing that, they'll wanna go swimming, so I'll be by the pool playing lifeguard, and then after that, they'll come back over here to my house to make a mess of some sort. I don't know what. They'll probably decide they wanna mix something, become scientists, I don't know, make some sort of creation. But anyways, for the time being, my house is very clean, and I slept so good last night. I don't know how else to describe it. You know when you give your room a makeover, how you just sleep so good that night? Like, I don't know. Anyways, Foodie went live, I guess, last night, you guys. She went live and then she uploaded a KFG vlog early this morning. I feel like it was like 3 a.m. for me. I could be wrong. What I do remember is she pissed somebody off. How, I don't know, but the look on this man that she was filming, he looked like he hated her and he wanted her gone right that second. Anyway, so Twitter's really interesting. We're gonna do a whole lot of yapping about stuff over there. We're gonna laugh a lot, see disgusting things. It's gonna be a good time. Good morning, Mrs. C. Oh my gosh, not KFG again. Yes. And the more people are saying that they think it stands for goat, the more I'm starting to believe it because I feel like I saw a goat crossing the road in her vlog. I don't know. I started to watch her vlog and then I started doing my eyebrows. I was distracted. I know she ate a lot. I know I saw a goat. I know I saw a man give her the most hateful look I've seen anybody give since Natter looked at her. So there's that. The unibrow man needs a name. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm scared to name anybody. Like I can name him Sausage, and they're gonna be like, "That's because he's da 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 da." I don't know. So you guys can name him. I'm gonna I'm gonna stay away from that. Let's go to Twitter, you guys. So we're gonna talk some shit, laugh a lot. Oh God, these teeth. Aaron, I'm still mad at you for this. And I haven't been able to escape this picture because every time I go to Twitter, somebody's replying to it. Somebody is. So notifications constantly going off. The more I look at his gums, the more I realize they could be considered dangerous weapons. There's 3 things that could stab you. Can you imagine kissing that and the 3 gums wiggle at you? Anyways, okay. Well, that was a nice way to start the morning. I have a little coffee crumb cake by Entenmann's. I was gonna eat this while I live stream, but I want to keep my teeth, so maybe I'll wait a little bit after seeing that. I don't know. I don't know if I want any sugar today. Um, here's, am I even sharing the screen? I am. Okay, hold on. Let me give you a different background. Let's do some sparkle. What's a good thing I double checked? Because the times I don't check, I'll be talking to myself on mute, having a grand old time, laughing to myself, and you guys can't even see what I'm sharing. Or you guys sometimes are on a completely other tab. I don't know. Anyways, Foodie keeps posting these pictures that nobody believes she's partaking in this, okay? Like if you think about it, think of the biggest meal you make your family, right? The nicest one. For some people it's Thanksgiving, for some people it's Christmas, whatever, okay? Nothing ever looks like that, right? No matter how beautifully you may plate it, it never looks like that. Nobody's believing she's eating this. I'm sorry. Nobody. Not one person. I even saw people presenting what they were making on Twitter. And while your fruit slices looked lovely, it still didn't look like this. Anyways, if Foodie's lips are moving, she's lying. I do know she's eating nonstop. But I think it's all KFG. I think it's all KFG. Anyway, Shannon said there's no way Foodie would have been able to climb on something to be directly above a table of food like this. Cutie is lying. She stays lying. She's allergic to the truth. The grape leaves look really good, though. I could really go for some hummus this afternoon. Some hummus? Hummus and pickled turnips. Okay, I'm weird. I like to make a little sandwich with my pita bread with like pickled turnips inside, and then I dip it into my hummus. Anyways, I want that. And some grape leaves also sound very nice and refreshing. They just do. I'm sure it's not going to look like that though. Fondue said, "Oh, we already saw this one. She's been promising a vlog. She finally put it out, okay? She ate during it. People looked pissed off. It looked depressing to me. I don't care what she says, it's the most beautiful place. Oh, look at this. It's gorgeous. Like, it looks all sad to me. Sad and depressing. And that's not me trying to be rude. It's just the truth. Nal is just as nasty. Have you seen her teeth? I haven't watched Nal in a really long time. I feel like there was one night I got curious and I checked in and I don't remember what was happening. I remember she was fighting with a beer can, like it kept spilling. I think she cussed out a curtain. Maybe that was, like, 6 months ago? I don't know, it was a really long time ago, but every time I watch now, I leave feeling like I need to go to confession, I need a baptism, I need to ask forgiveness for something, but I don't know what, like, I just leave her streams feeling very, very bad, if that makes sense. It was very depressing looking, right? Hey, Janet. No wonder she goes after Cobra. Yeah. The more I think about Kobe's teeth, though, like, the more I understand why he drinks, and, like, I'm not being judgmental there, like, if you have that kind of tooth stuff going on, I have to imagine you're in a lot of pain, right? Like, you would almost have to stay drunk to be able to cope. I'm not justifying, I'm not rationalizing, I'm just saying I kind of get it, but then, like, you're not realizing that the thing that's numbing you is the thing that's rotting the teeth out of your mouth. North Star said since Salah left Kuwait and had to start over, he got a car, a family home to fix up and live in, Julia, paperwork for her under his name, I'm sure, and friends. You still have nothing to your name, Chantal. No real friends, nothing in Canada. Good looking out for yourself. She truly has nothing, nothing but KFG. And even that's temporary. Yet she thinks she's doing so much better than us because she's the world traveler. We're sitting home talking about what she's doing. Yes, I am grateful that I'm sitting in the safety of my home, in the safe city that I live in the not so safe state, but I'm grateful for that. I don't want to be in Syria. I don't. There's people trying to leave there for a reason. Titanium said, "Does he have a car though?" Because in one of her last videos, she mentioned them having to rent a taxi. I don't know. I don't care. I feel like it's a matter of time before she gets him booted from Syria too. Whatever he has right now, he's not going to have for long. Because whenever Foodie Beauty's around, nothing good happens and everything turns to shit. Everything. Scapegoat said, but she has her channel, her expired face card, her gargantuan appetite. Oh, wait, you're right. She has nothing. Nothing at all. I know her subscriber count is like one of her biggest flexes, but how many of those people would care if she died tomorrow? Seriously. Maybe people would care for like 3 days max. Most people are telling her to keep eating and she's doing amazing. Like, there's nothing real in her life. Think about your life right now. If you have actual friends that call and check in or even text you every day, you have more than her. If you have family that loves you, that you see, however often, they call to check in on you. You have more than Foodie Beauty does. If you have an animal sitting right next to you that you adore and that it adores you, you have more than Foodie Beauty does right now. That's wild, right? Do you have a working refrigerator? There you go. You have more than Foodie Beauty does right now. Orlando said, I'm still a family home denier. It don't exist. Yeah, I mean, the man who bought a bunch of medals from Amazon and put them on and posed with them in his car is telling us that he has a family home he's fixing up. This same man is also telling us he's going to sell real estate and he owns a business in Kuwait. He's one of those people that nothing they say is true. Like nothing, right? Have you ever met somebody that just lies all the time? Like they lie to everybody about what they do, like what their family does, where they even come from. Like they're always talking a big game, right? Like, I have 6 cars, I own 3 homes, I have this. And then you find out that they live in like a studio and they still drive a Pinto. You know what I mean? Like Salah's one of those people. Oh, I've traveled all over and they've been to Texas, you know? He's one of those. Hey, study. I don't think he is even staying with her. I don't think so either. No family home. Yes, Foodie lies about everything, literally. Yes. Good morning. Hello, hello. All right, let me keep going before I get distracted. I almost read you an ad again. Alexandra said Chantal is a parasite. She is. She temporarily attaches herself to other people to feed off them for a while and then move on. She's incapable of creating anything on her own. I just thought of the nastiest parasite I could think of. I don't remember what it's called, but if you've ever scrolled on Facebook or YouTube, you've seen it. You put like a praying mantis in water. I'm not recommending anybody does this, right? But people put them in water and then this alien like worm shoots out of them. And it turns out that they were infected by this parasite who basically turns them into a zombie and is using their body to get around. It's the wildest thing. Anyways, that's Foodie Beauty. Michael Furberger said Foodie Beauty says she does not know what city she's in, but confirms that Salah has never taken her to Pound Town. Isn't that sad? If you think about it, like she put herself in a really dangerous situation for a man who doesn't even love her and won't even fuck her. That's sad, right? Lisa said, "Show us your real face, old girl. Prove us all wrong." Wait, maybe you said that is my face, just not my hair? AI generated from the Foodie Beauty game or Facebook game? Do people ever go outside and experience things other than being bitches online? Yes, but this is my sidekick or side. This I don't know. I go out and experience life, and I'm a bitch online. Like I can multitask. I don't know. How about you? I'm a bitch for 2 hours a day. Oh gosh, and I got off my Twitter. Well, anyways, do 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 do. Let's just go to. Well, I don't know. Do we really care if it's in order? So Aaron inspired me to look through my phone, right? Every day I think about how, like, if anybody found Erin's phone, they would be in for the shock of their lives and they would wonder what the hell she's really into, right? Between the fidget spinner and silent stylus video, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. I don't even want to go into more detail. But anyways, I decided to look through my pictures and see like if anybody found my phone today. What would they see? Then I clicked on Foodie's little picture in my collection and I looked at some of these pictures. I don't know where some of them came from, okay? I just saw them and saved them at some point. The way I would just not be okay if this picture existed of me online at all. At all. Ugh, looks like she has shit in her teeth. I mean, she might, knowing what we know about her and Salah now. Okay, let's keep going. I just thought this was funny. The pickle is bigger than her husband. Her husband is not even half the size of that pickle, so I just needed you guys to know it, okay? Okay. This I think is my favorite. There was another one I couldn't share. It was somebody made it. It was Salah's, pick, but with Foodie's head as the head. If you know what I'm talking about, I couldn't share it, but just know it kind of resembles Foodie as ET, okay? I know. I remember when I took this screenshot. It looked like she was going down on this hot dog. Um, Sorry, we're taking a little field trip before we get to the rest of the topics. FB phone home. She said Salah's a gay geek type. What? Well, don't look over to the right. Anyways, Somebody added photos to the thread. I'm scared to click on it again. Oh god, okay. I'm scared because then the photos come up. Shit. Well, if you're on Twitter, you should just go to this thread because apparently people are adding photos. I wish I was on Kick right now. I really do. Hold on. I need you guys to see how large she looks in this photo, but I can't leave it up for very long. Just in case. Yep, the picture goes to the right again. Look at how big she is here. Wait, look at this one. Please don't pop up. Ah, okay. All right. I got to get out of this thread. It's not safe. Girl World edits or so. Yeah, no, I won't. Anyways, this stream is for educational purposes. We are not laughing at Foodie Beauty's body that may or may not have popped up. Anyways, I think that she is something that needs to be studied, and I find her fascinating. This is also for entertainment purposes. Anyways, I'm not clicking on anything else. It's not safe. Just again, if you're on Twitter, you should definitely go to that thread. All right, Lauren said, I just thought about them being hosted by their neighbors for a meal on the floor, and she's sitting there spreading her huge legs to sit like she did in Thailand. Yeah, I was picturing her. Remember when she was at the cat cafe and she practically sat in the splits with like her legs wide open? Anyway, she's probably doing that for their neighbors. I don't think they're inviting her over anymore, which is why she's spending so much time at KFG. Anyway, so this is her vlog recap. I have a lot of clips, a lot of things you guys are gonna see. That's pretty good though. Wait, what? Please hit the button to smell those poor people. You did not see them on my stream, Cypher. Okay, Damascus and KFG vlog recap the knockoff chicken tour nobody asked for. Buckle up for another hot box saga. Chantal kicks things off pale, sweaty, and confused in her Syrian sweat lodge. She claims it's June 2025. Plot twist, it's July. Sis doesn't know what month it is, never mind what city she's in. Great start. She mumbles about driving to Damascus, the oldest continuously inhabited city on Earth. Cradle of civilization, literal history goldmine, and what does she bless us with? 4 riveting minutes of silent drive-by footage of bombed-out buildings, no context, no commentary, just, oh look, horsies in the middle of a war-torn street. Culinary anthropologist she is not. When she does appear, she's slurping down a sugar bomb slushie, gesturing wildly like she's giving a TED talk to ghosts. By now, we've learned Damascus traffic is bad, and that's it. The camera's basically an unpaid dash cam. Finally, around minute 9, the big reveal KFG, Syria's finest knockoff KFC. She awkwardly explains this from her stifling apartment, fanning herself like she's narrating a true crime documentary about fried chicken. We cut to her stuffed into a booth at KFG wearing that poor pink shirt that once bragged about being loose. Well, spoiler, after being stretched to its last thread in Damascus, it's now holding on for dear life. She's wedged in tight, sweating buckets, waiting for her gourmet spread of fried everything. Of course, there's shisha, because nothing pairs with a Pepsi and deep fried mozzarella sticks like a lung full of flavored smoke, especially when your pancreas has filed a restraining order. Bless Salah, our accidental cameraman hero, who keeps giving us full, unfiltered views of her in the wild, red, blotchy, massive, and melting faster than her lip gloss. He's the real MVP. The only reason anyone watches these vlogs, very true. The food review? It was warm, modern, mozzarella sticks were huge. Everything was fried. I'd totally go again, but maybe next time I'll get the grilled chicken? Sure, Jan. Next time you'll order a kale salad, too. She wraps it all back in her sauna apartment, fanning sweat off from her upper lip while insisting she's too hot to eat, and Salah heroically ate most of it. Sure, sure. The verdict? Half the vlog is a silent car tour of rubble. The other half is her stuffing fried cheese into an overstretched blouse. The only highlight? Salah's brave camera work exposing what the filters won't. I don't understand why, let's say the Gorls, right? They'll say, like, oh, this is all I ate today, and they'll show a salad. It's like, bitch, I have eyes. I could see you. We know that's not all you ate today. If that's all you ate today, you wouldn't be 955 pounds. Like Foodie Beauty, oh, it's so hot. I can't even think about eating. All we've done is seen her eat. That's it. Like, I think back of the major highlights of her being in Syria, and it was the restroom tour and her eating. That's it, that's all, right? Oh, and gunshots happened. Like, we know you stay eating. The heat isn't making your appetite go away. You're bursting out of that dress. Anyways, oh wait, let's see if I'm actually scared to go to the replies of things now, to be honest. In South Park, Sally is portrayed as a greedy and obese woman who steals food from starving people in Ethiopia while pretending to be an activist. She is a reoccurring antagonist, notably in the Starvin' Marvin episodes. Michael Furberger, oh my god. The shirt is so loose. Ugh. I'm so sick of being gaslit by her. Becca said you should, under no circumstance, have your face match the same color as your shirt, dress, or blouse. Whatever that top of hers is meant to be, Salah has got to be embarrassed as hell being out with her, right? Right? Astronaut said, I wonder how many bathroom breaks between the restaurant and apartment they had to make. 5. Michelle said, don't forget she had to have a permit to film in Syria. She does not have one. So breaking the law is already this dumbass doesn't learn from anything. Yikes. So she might get them kicked out of there too. I mean, or worse, unalived. I bet those rancid cheese sticks were delicious. Look at the way this guy looks at her in the vlog, you guys. Gloria said she's gonna fuck with the wrong one. Some people don't want to be filmed. Some people don't want to be your entertainment. I don't know, he doesn't look very pleased with her. He actually kind of scares me. Just that look, to be honest. Like, if looks could kill, that would be the one. Um, okay, I'm a little thrown off now. He was like looking into my soul, like, don't fuck with me. Anyway, she really does look like a red onion, doesn't she? Inspired by prettier than 90% of YouTube's new profile pic, I bring you Foodie Beauty versus Red Onion. I think she looks like it's twin, like identical twin. Just add some hands to the onion. All right, so we also have, is this the live recap? Hotbox Syrian live stream recap. Thank you, PI, for doing these, by the way. It's so much more entertaining than actually watching her boring ass shit. So our Queen of Dead Air graced Syria with a 7 a.m. live from her human hotbox. Oh wait, it's titled Plums, Lies, and Lip Gloss. So our Queen of Dead Air graced Syria with a 7 a.m. live from her human hotbox. Fan blaring so loud she sounded like she was broadcasting from inside a jet engine. She appears, full glam, lips so glossed she could lubricate a car engine. She relocates to a different couch, fan still roaring, and immediately starts seething while devouring a plum. Open mouthed, wet smack city, all while bragging about visiting a kids' amusement park where the electricity kept cutting off mid ride. Trapped kids? Hilarious! To her, anyway. Meanwhile, she and Salah sat safe in the shade, chain smoking shisha and gnawing on a stretchy ice cream. I'm sorry, what's stretchy ice cream? Syrian kids? Good luck. What is stretchy ice cream, you guys? Someone in chat brings up Sagittarius Shorty, the very woman Foodie mocked for her looks and vibes, and suddenly she's above it all, smugly preaching about not stooping low. Ma'am, you started it. She then announces for the second time she wants a hair transplant in Turkey. Sure, genius. Totally practical for someone who wears a hijab 24/7. Get that invisible hairline, girl. People dare ask why she ghosted for 2 days. The answer? No internet. Also, busy. Can't say with what. Private. But trust, she's booked and busy. Salah, snoring naturally. She whines about starving at 7:30 a.m., but she can't eat chicken till 2. So she eats another plum, lips still smacking, then mutes the stream for 5 glorious minutes of dead air while probably getting scolded by Sleeping Beauty off camera. When she reappears, she's leaking sweat, makeup sliding off like frosting in the sun, bragging she's lost weight because they walk everywhere. Spoiler, new vlog proves she barely waddled from the car to the curb. She tries to bribe us with the promise of a Damascus vlog. To prove she's nurturing, she wrestles poor Julia the cat into frame. Oh, I just remembered something we have to talk about. Julia looks like she'd rather run towards an abandoned Syrian tank than sit in Foodie's lap. Julia protests, Foodie says ow, and appears to bop Julia on the head. Animal lovers' rage intensifies. Okay, I have a clip. People are thinking she hit Julia. And okay, I would say normally I'm like, no, she wouldn't do that. But I feel like just the other day we heard a clip where somebody thought that she hit Julia again, right? And we're saying, no, she hit the counter. How many times can she yell at her cat and a smack happens right after before we question if she's actually hitting her cat? So that is a topic that's gonna come up. If I end up going to something funny right after, please know I take animal abuse very seriously. I just don't take serious I mean, I just don't deal well with serious topics is what I'm trying to say, and I try to break the ice. It's how I cope in life. I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's gonna happen, okay? Finally, she wraps it up promising she'll go live later, maybe from a park. Sure, Jan. Can't wait for the next dead air mukbang from the hot box. Bring your plums, your lies, your fans, and maybe check Julia for an exit strategy. I feel so bad for Julia. I really do. And I really hate Foodie Beauty every single day more and more and more and more and more. I don't think she deserves animals. I don't think she deserves anything. And I don't know what I think as far as her hitting the cat. I'm just saying there's only so many times that that's going to happen where I'm going to say, "Oh, it's just a coincidence," because really I've learned in life there's really no coincidences. Seriously, if you think back at everything, you're like, maybe it's a coincidence. Was it really? Yeah, too many of the same things happening. She's abusive, that part right there. I don't think she can rage how she wants to, and angry people like her need an outlet, right? So she can't tell the world to fuck you. She can't say what she wants to say. She can't run her mouth, but she could hit her cat. She's a narcissist. She's a horrible, horrible monster. Her cat was euthanized, her childhood cat, because it ate butter. Like, she doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't. All right, so this is the view that we keep getting shown that we're supposed to think is so beautiful. Salad says, "Oh, nice view, right?" Chantal, yeah, actually, it's very gorgeous. Me? Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude. I feel like one of the first times we saw her in the car, she's like, "Oh, look at the trees." And like, well, I love trees and bushes and I love it all, right? Like, thank you, God. I love what they do for us. I love everything, okay? Flowers, bugs, everything. I can't find anything pretty about the paved road in this. I mean, the paved road is nice. There you go. Nice and smooth. I think it's paved. I don't know. It's very smooth. There you go. But anyways, they keep trying to gaslight us, or not gaslight us, manipulate us. Manipulate us. Like, oh, and I feel like if they say it enough times, eventually we'll start to believe it too. Um, I'm sure there's beautiful parts, but maybe we just haven't seen it yet, okay? I don't think I could carry on until I go to the comments of this to see if people mention if they think that she hits Julia in this. I need to mentally prepare. She can't respond to Saji because she will be deported, and Salah put to death in Syria for her deplorable behavior and actions. Sorry, Maple Dragon said, I want to smack her on the head. No, not you. No, I don't need your help. Go away. Okay, Tanya said, looking big back as ever while claiming skinny. Eh, she looks like a used condom. I wish she would wear any other color on her head other than that. Or like the Twinkie, or like a Twinkie was stomped on and the filling came out. I don't know how else to describe it, but it doesn't look good on her. Anyways, here's the beautiful view. It's gorgeous. Okay. Aren't you jealous you're not there? Where's your bush? Where's your paved road? Acid Girl said, she is looking terrible, bloated, puffy, sweaty, and gorging on crumbed cheese shit. The shirt looks like it's about to bust at the seams. Yeah, but we're supposed to believe this is getting bigger on her? I feel like just 2 days ago she was saying, oh, you can't even see my rolls anymore. I could see all of them. And I feel like there's more, right? Right? Kelly, if she dies, he's got her money. Yeah, otherwise he would kick her to the curb. He's waiting it out. Hey, Kelly, if she gets back Allie weight loss surgery, he can put her in the basement to rage since she can't eat. There you go. He could. What a mountain of human in her hands. Either look filthy or the tips of her fingers are rotting off. I I think it's both. I mean, I've seen her counters. They're dirty as fuck. She put her hand down and remember her hand was black on the side of it? But I also think she has poor circulation. So it's both. Where did all these people come from? Hello, good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. I feel like I looked down and there was like 25 people, and I looked up and there's 141. Happy Saturday! Okay, Malarkey said, I guess months in her world are the same as stop signs while driving in Kuwait. Just a suggestion. Foodie Beauty, it's June 2025. Everyone else? No, it's not. Okay, I thought I heard her say this in a clip, and I'm like, what the heck? Well, maybe she filmed it. No.
Well, hello guys. Welcome back to another video here in Syria. It is June 2025, and today's video is kind of another series of clips. Well, hello guys. Welcome.
Does she not know what day it was or it is anymore? But that's how addiction goes. I mean, it makes sense. I think back to like one part of my addiction, like 6 months had gone by and I didn't realize it. I was stuck in the same spot, using, drinking, doing whatever the fuck I was doing, putting into my body during that time, multiple things, right? And like 6 months had went by. Didn't even realize it till somebody told me the date. Isn't that wild? But that's what happens. You get so focused on how you're going to get your next fix, and then you get your fix, and then you're out of it for a while, then it's back to the same cycle, right? Like you don't care if it's Tuesday, what month it is, whatever, what year it is, even. It all just blurs into one. She stays eating and making a mess of her life. Like all the days and months just blur into one. Mean Kitten said, yeah, my husband and I will take the 15-person bucket meal, please. Oh, and heavy on the sauce. You know she ate most of this. This was their KFG spread. I think he maybe had a fry. Maybe. If he was lucky. She's been extra ravenous lately. Rian said, I also want to visit a bootleg KFC in a dusty, war-torn city and experience the magic of squat toilets with a man who loves poop and loathes me. Cutie, we envy you. That is exactly what I want in life. That is exactly it. I feel like I haven't messed up my life enough, you know? That cow said, so Salon Foodie Beauty ate at a restaurant and paid $17 for the entire meal. Cool. The average salary in Syria is $120 a month, and many don't even earn that much. A country that is currently having a food shortage at that. She is, oh my God, the most disgusting person. I don't know. Like, I know this stuff is a reality, but when I read the words, I think more and more how hard it is for people that are living there right now. Then there's Foodie Beauty going around farting, eating everything. Like, they're all talking shit about her. They hate her every time they see her. Foodie, you're a bitch for one thing. You're a bitch. I feel like everything you're doing is one giant flex on the people around you, like, "Oh, we look rich because I'm bigger and I'm with a younger man. Oh, if I eat more, it looks like I'm rich." Like, you just care about your image, but meanwhile, there's people wondering how they're gonna feed their kids later. You fucking suck. You fucking suck. The only thing that makes me feel better is I know that there comes the time in addiction where you lose fucking everything. Like I even did, right? You're going to lose it all and you won't be able to eat like that for very long. So I guess enjoy it while you can. Mean Kitten said sweating that KFG meal out. Yeah, she's just so nasty. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm so mean sometimes, but like I wouldn't talk like this about anybody else, okay? She is just so nasty. Everything about her. You know she stinks too. You just know she stinks. She's sweating grease out of her pores. I think of this time, like I was drinking so much alcohol came out of my pores. I even did so much meth one time, chemicals, the smell of chemicals were coming out of my pores. Anyways, everything you put into your body comes out of your pores. You know she smells like BO, fish, I don't know what else, but it's all bad. It's worse than Cobra's mouth. That's what I do know. She smells worse than Cobra's mouth. I just want to tell you guys the sweet best friend that I have. I want to tell you all about her. I wake up to the sweetest good morning messages every single morning. She's like, can you imagine waking up next to that? No. And if I did, I would refuse to wake up ever again. I would roll back over. No, first I would declare I'm taking a nap for the rest of my life, and then I would roll back over. And every time I woke up, I would seriously have to take a sleeping pill just to knock myself back out because I would know I made the biggest, dumbest decision in my life to wake up next to that. I would quit everything immediately, breathing, whatever, okay? Cowboy Dog said, reaches for my Jesus Christ soundboard clip. Yeah, that's a big woman. Very big. And on top of that, okay, she's just unkept, sweaty, a spectacle. I don't know. There's not one nice thing I have to say about her, truly. Everybody talks about her when they see her in public. She's the talk of the town, and not in the good way. Tofu said, why are her fingertips dark purple? Because she's dying? I mean, that's the only explanation I have for it. She seriously has no manners. I know we know this, but every time I watch her, there's something else. I'm like, your mom didn't teach you to use a napkin and not to wipe your hands off on your clothes. Your mom never told you to not moan after you eat, that's not very polite. I remember I got in trouble one time. I was blowing bubbles into my chocolate milk at a restaurant. I was a very little kid, but I thought it was a good time. My mom wasn't too amused by that. I don't know. I feel like they were pretty strict, but they would just I don't know, they didn't want me to be like those people out in public that are you know what I mean? Like, the people with the kids that are running around everywhere and under your table or kicking, like, the back seat of your booth. And I always thought they were too strict, but then I remember I went to my friend's house, and my friend I was gonna eat dinner there, and my friend had to warn me. She was like, "Okay, my dad has rules. After you use the knife, you have to put it back onto the plate, and you're not allowed to have your elbow on the table," and there was, like, so many rules. I had anxiety about going to dinner. I was like, "Oh my god," like, I have to remember to put my knife on the plate every single fucking time. But anyways, I don't know why I'm saying this other than I feel like at a very young age, most people, like most parents anyways, tell your children, like, say please and thank you. Okay, don't burp out in public. You know, use a napkin. Don't kick the back of anybody's seat. Don't end up under the table. But Foodie Beauty was that kid, right? Anyways, Regina said, I hope they're filming when they get mugged. Oh, geez. Crazy Yo Gabby said, wow, they are dark. That food looks good. It can't be that bad there. She is still stuffing her face. She isn't going to lose any weight that way. I thought she was too hot to eat, and she doesn't even think about binging there because she is so busy. Am I wrong in saying that all we've done is see her eat? Like, that's all we've seen, right? Redminster in the air said wiping her nasty ass on her moo. It's gross. And I feel like, too, well, if you do your laundry, right? At least for me, I feel like I'm the laundry person. Everybody in my family brings their laundry. I'm the laundry person. Anyways, I'm all weird about stain setting in and like I don't know, I guess as a mom too, you know, like if you eat oily things and you rub your dirty ass hands, oily hands on your clothes, it's gonna stain your clothes, right? And it's hard to get out if you don't treat it right away. But Foodie doesn't wash her clothes. She is that big dirty person. Seriously, Foodie, you're the big dirty unkept person. That's not sad to you? Curry said, I think it's circulation, right? Like how a rubber band is tied against your arm and no blood flow. I know nothing, but so over time, do the veins implode from pressure? High blood pressure? Being serious now? What I do think is her body's not getting enough oxygen, and I think that's a really bad sign. That is what I do know. I think whatever you think is going on with her, you're probably right. I think she has all the things, okay? I think her heart is probably not long for this world, whatever else. I think she is so pretty. I don't know who she is, or do I? I don't know, but she's pretty. She reminds me of the lady from Law& and Order. What is her name? Anyways, Ginger said she looks so uncomfortable. LR said, "Gotta keep the pig in flop, I guess." I think he just has to keep her fed or she's miserable to be around. If you've ever lived with an addict, we make your life hell constantly until we get what we want. And even when we get what we want, we make your life hell after that because we want it again, right? Danny said she ate a whole bag of cherries at one point. Diabetes, babe. Yeah. She's the big smelly one. Yes. Michael Furberger posted this. And here we are at the local KFC. Oh my gosh. It's just so bad. Everything that you would know not to do, Foodie does. And I don't know how she's not embarrassed. I thought this was really pretty though. This is what she could be showing us instead of the KFG. The Damascus sword monument is so pretty at night, this person said. Foodie Beauty had bothered to put some effort into, or wish Foodie Beauty had bothered to put some effort into her vlog. She doesn't care about the country, its people, or the culture. Here's some info. Isn't this pretty? Why can't we go see this? Why do we have to watch you stuff your face? I don't want to see you eat goat or chicken. Actually, I don't want to see you eat at all, if we're being honest. If I have to look at you, I feel like I'd rather see you doing something to save your life, like using your legs and going to see that. All right, Desiree said, when Salah gets sick and tired of Foodie Beauty's garbage and kicks her out of his house in Syria. Poor Julia. I don't care about Foodie Beauty, but I hope Julia ends up somewhere safe and with people who are good. That is my wish for her. Anyways, there's Foodie sweating it out with her funkle feet. The feet aren't swollen enough. That's my only complaint. Michaela said this is a sick game to Foodie Beauty. Poverty pawn that she knows she can escape at any point by waddling back to the safety of Canada. These are not real people to her. They're just content to film from her car window with the AC on full blast on the way to get fried chicken. And I don't think that guy was very happy with her. So we're going to see several clips from multiple people. Why Foodie thought this was a good idea to hang out her window and film this. That's what it looks like, right? Tweetsara said, wow, that guy was not happy. If looks could kill, both of you idiots will be in trouble again soon for the ignorance you display. Kuwait 2.0, they have learned nothing. Hold on, I think I want to show you a more zoomed in clip. Let me go to it. I know I have a different one. Catch me if you can. That's the thing, Foodie. You can't outrun anybody. You'd be shit out of luck. All right, hold on. Oh, it's right here. All right, let me go full screen. Miss Robinson even slowed this down, it looks like. Yeah, you guys can see it. Okay. He really does have a unibrow. Oh my god. I want to pluck it so bad. Anyways, he hates her. I don't think people like being used. She's gonna find out though. Either he was pissed at her or he recognized him. What do you guys think? He was angry. Hey, Nessa, the one that dumped her at the border. Yeah. Miss Robinson said he doesn't look happy to be filmed. She's going to piss someone off, and God knows what people can do in a lawless country. Zero survival instinct. Nothing but love said this bitch is going to find out the hard way. She thinks because she can that she should. Don't film people, heifer. Okay, it says, oh, look at this. Tweetstar said, you just don't understand, learn, or give a fuck. Did you get a permit? Okay, so, no, I don't think she did. You should exercise extreme caution and consider the potential risks before filming in public spaces in Syria, including food markets. Potential risks and challenges. Dangerous environment. Syria remains a conflict-affected country with an unstable environment where unpredictable events can occur at any time. Foreigners undertaking on-the-ground media work without local assistance are considered to be at risk. Film crews require visas and permits from the Syrian Ministry of Information to film in Syria, a process known to be bureaucratic and challenging to navigate. According to Hoodlum film fixers, collaborating with a local production fixer can be a more effective strategy. Censorship. There are restrictions on content that may promote ideas against the Syrian government, particularly concerning political matters. Cultural sensitivity. Understanding and respecting local cultural norms is vital to avoid unintended offenses. So they recommend that you prioritize safety, assess the risks associated with filming at your chosen location, including security, health, and political challenges. Engage with local professionals or fixers who can provide essential guidance and support in navigating the local bureaucracy. Cultural sensitivities and social or security concerns. She doesn't care. What I do know is she probably didn't get a permit. It was probably too hot. A line was too long. It was too far to walk. Why would you fuck around in a lawless country? I would be so scared. I would stay put. Wherever I was, I guess, temporarily living, you couldn't find me outside of that, okay? I would be practically a ghost. I would not be starting any trouble. I wouldn't be a spectacle. If anybody had anything to say about me, I would make sure it was only good things. But that's just me. I mean, I tend to want to live these days, you know? I think living is a good time. Miss Robinson said bragging about junk food being so affordable in a war-torn county or county that looks completely destroyed is peak psychopath behavior. The bitch has no empathy or grasp of reality. People are dying, Kim. Yeah, and she just goes around eating. I think I would be too depressed. Like, wouldn't you? Seeing other people going without everything basically destroyed, would you have the biggest appetite ever, or would you be able to skip a few meals? I feel like I would be depressed if I lived there. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, how could she even think about fucking eating? How? Well, because she's an addict. So this is what she did. She smoked and ate fried food. Wait, what does the text on screen say here? I would never put myself in that type of situation unless I was there to help. Foodie says shisha. We ordered the food, so that will be coming soon. Super hungry. Yeah, you look super hungry to me. Absolutely starving. When's the last time you ate? Wonder Mom said all the fried carbs with a full sugar Pepsi. I believe Foodie Beauty felt sick after this. Without insulin, her blood sugar spiked so hard her head and heart nearly exploded after this. Yikes. You would assume she has a death wish, right? Tweetsara said, dripping in sweat even though she has fans in her neck. She might want to check her blood sugar. She said, I didn't feel super hungry for a lot of fried food. You didn't. Is this not considered a lot of fried food? That would be a lot for me. I guess not to her. That's wild. So, the sign in the vlog, I know people were talking about translating it, what it was saying. So it says, I would like to introduce, however you say it, Daraya, a suburb of Damascus. The translation could be off due to the grainy image, but this seems to be the most logical message. Okay, what does it say? Daraya is our town, and belonging to it is an honor and a responsibility. So always be up to this responsibility. What is the story of continuous success? Where's my city's motto? Anyways, it doesn't sound like they're gonna want Foodie Beauty being around for very long because belonging there is an honor and a responsibility. I feel like they're gonna kick her out soon. She said she is not afraid to die. I feel like she says that, but she's thinking of like quick deaths or dying in her sleep. She's not thinking of like a slow, painful death, right? I don't think she thinks of that shit. Well, like you said in our latest vlog, we watched Chantal in a place where 90% of people are experiencing poverty and hunger. Foodie Beauty proudly boasts her gluttony on the internet. She displays her top tier cultural illiteracy for the world, with uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, shoving fried food in her show more shisha. Wait, fried food in her face, smoking shisha, waddling around with a full sugar slushy, all with a smile. Keep it up, cutie. Okay, I don't want to watch this full 15 minutes. But I kinda wanna just click somewhere and see where I end up. We're going on a field trip, you guys. I'm sure most of you have seen this. I think I'm just doing this for my own information at this point. I don't know. Oh, it might not let me take you there. Let's see, hold on. Have most of you guys already seen it? Wait, Okay, actually, I don't have to leave Twitter. Sorry, don't mind me. I blame it on all the drugs I've done in my life, okay? We're lucky that I can even form a sentence at this point, so it's true though. Okay. Let's see what we'll watch a few minutes of it.
Wow, that's a nice view.
Squirrel.
Interesting.
We have been 1 hour in the streets. Yalla.
Yalla.
What's the streets?
Goats, run for your life. Go hide. Okay.
From me. So
Nope.
to get your
Fuck
video
you.
today.
Nope. Fuck you.
Beautiful city, full of history and full of life, and it looks very interesting, and I cannot wait to explore it further for you in upcoming vlogs, videos, etc. So stay tuned for that. This is just at a glance because we had to run some errands there, so I just thought I would take a few clips to show you guys around a bit. So I will show you guys those clips right now. So yellow.
You're not embarrassed to go out in public like that looking all wrinkled and greasy?
There's an olive on the tree.
Wow.
All of these buildings affected by the war.
At this point, let's say you were going to Syria and for whatever reason you didn't know what to expect and you ended up there and you saw this. Would you go around town being a menace and eating nonstop? I don't know. It just, all of it feels wrong, right?
Jeez. And there's still people who live in this building, I'm sure.
Yeah, there are some people living.
Gosh.
So you show us all of this, and then later you're going to be stuffing your face?
We ordered the food, so that will be coming soon. Super hungry.
How can you be super hungry after you just saw all of this? This is why people hate you. You realize this, right? I'm gonna watch about 30 seconds of her eat. Well, I don't even know. Do we need to see
The
her eat?
coating on some of the food was almost like a panko, and then in some others it was just a normal crispy coating. But it was pretty decent. Like they gave you like big pieces of chicken breast. It was all chicken breast, and then they had this chicken roll, which I've never had before. It's
Oh my God, choke on your chicken in Minecraft. Of course. I can't watch it. She just grosses me out. I'm sorry. Ugh. Anyway, she ate a lot, okay? She sounds like she's kind of complaining, but not so much. Anyways, Girl Scout showed us that they made themselves a nice little meal or a snack. But do you notice how it's not set up all professional? Girl Scout said was craving a golden kiwi fruit and cheese, so it inspired me to create a little platter for myself. You can see going by how basic this looks that I didn't use a picture from the internet like someone else we know. Like, Foodie should stick with this. This we would believe, right? Well, maybe not with the fruit, and it definitely would need more crackers and cheese, but and take off the tomatoes. Anything healthy, okay? Add on more crackers, double the cheese, triple the cheese, in fact, and there you go. Anyways, Foodie, you need to post things like this, okay? Top Von B said, guys, only insecure people make fun of looks. Imagine that. I'm very insecure. I love making fun of a racist, bigoted, animal abusing, big back culture vulture hag. Got this one from Are You Serious?
because they can't law in this area, and we had shisha and some like. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna do the old souk. It has so many things to shop.
We've already
Hey,
seen
JC,
it
the music
on
man.
other vlogs,
Hey, Mark.
not yours,
I don't miss Kuwait, no.
because they kicked you out.
How does he feel about Madonna? He likes the song La Isla Bonita.
Sure he does.
Aw, sorry, Angel Fly. That's too bad. Sorry to hear about that. Salah in this
Oh
area,
crap,
and
I
we had
started over. Hold on. Hi, Eric. Hello.
Yours,
I don't miss Kuwait, no.
because they kicked you out.
How does he feel about Madonna? He likes the song La Isla Bonita.
Sure he does.
Aw, sorry.
You picture Salon's big old bobblehead playing the keyboard or trying to that song.
Angel Fly. That's too bad. Sorry to hear about that. Yes, the power shuts off mid-ride. Yep.
Wow.
There was a couple power cuts.
You weren't on one of them, huh? Bald or a
It
five?
was black.
I miss
Freaked out. I
Kuwait Burger King
screamed.
and McDonald's. Look, it's her picture with her
So it's super stretchy ice cream. Yeah,
her hands like
they
holding
like
her
pound
hijab
the
back
ice
from the other
cream.
day.
It's really
Bald.
different.
What I do want to say is me calling Foodie Beauty ugly or fat or whatever else doesn't make me insecure. What I would like to remind anybody who needs to hear it is that when I was telling Foodie Beauty, like if you go back to even a few years ago, I would just go, "Oh no, Foodie Beauty, you probably shouldn't do that. Oh no, that seems like a bad decision, Foodie Beauty." That's what I would literally say. And she would come online the next day and post my picture saying I was ugly, I had a Jay Leno chin, I was fatter than her, yada, 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 yada. So then I started using words that she used, like ugly and fat and chinny and things like that, right? I'll never feel bad. I don't. Is her weight the biggest issue? No. I mean, she's the one who has to walk around in that body, right? She does. But since she calls everybody else fat, I'm going to point out that she is the fattest of them all, okay? Anyways, I feel like Are You Serious is very nice, and I'm in just a bitchy mood, and I feel like I'm being too bitchy to play her nice little like, no, he doesn't clip, you know? Anyways, that cow said, does Foodie, did, oh, okay. This is where people are thinking Foodie Beauty like slapped Julia. I want to point out, I don't know if she did, right? I don't know, but I feel like just a few days ago we were talking about another clip where it sounded like she hit the cat. And we're like, oh no, she hit the table. How many times can it fucking happen before we finally start saying, Foodie, are you hitting your cat? You better not be, right?
That was, ow, ow. Okay. She attacked me. That was, ow, ow. Okay. That was, ow, ow.
I think she did.
Okay. That was, ow, ow. Okay.
That's not the table. I hate her. I know I say this every day, but my hate grows more and more. You know, like my love for my boyfriend grows every single day, and so does my hate for Foodie Beauty. That's the best way I could describe it. My boyfriend shows me every day he's a respectable, hardworking, caring, loyal man, and Foodie Beauty shows me she's a vile, disgusting, animal abusing cunt. That cow said, did Foodie Beauty just slap the cat? Let's look in the replies to see what other people think. Yeah, I think she did. I hate her. She doesn't deserve animals. She just doesn't. They are too good for us. I say that as somebody who spoils my dog. Like, she has more clothes than me. She gets all the blankets. She gets a majority of the bed, and she's like this little tiny thing, right? But she lays across the whole thing, and I'll turn myself into an L a pretzel, whatever I have to do so she's comfortable, right? Like, if I was hungry and my dog was hungry, I would starve to feed my dog, right? Anyways, I still don't think that we deserve animals. I don't. And Foodie Beauty definitely doesn't deserve animals. Someone said it looks like it, but I heard nothing that would make me believe she made contact. I think she meant to, but caught herself. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing AirPods, but I heard her make contact. So they said, I think she meant to, but caught herself in the last second because the camera was on. My opinion only, though, I dislike her so much that part of me wanted to believe it, but fair is fair, even for her. I don't want to replay it, but I swear I heard contact. My sassy bear said, looks like it. And said, certainly looked and sounded like it. I hope not, but with her past behavior, I can't be sure. That cat needs grooming every day. She does. She has long hair she needs to be brushed. Enigma said, so did she give her location? She went to an amusement park for kids? Okay, I believe maybe she went and sat. I don't believe she an amusement park? Foodie Beauty?
So, our fridge works now from the peak hours. So we can plug it in from like 10, like maybe 9 until 6 p.m. So during that time, hey Richie, no Saber, yeah, not a lion. Thank you, Carolina. Food slushies.
I can't picture her at an amusement park, like, with kids. They're all pointing at her and looking at her and asking their mommy what's wrong with her or something, like, I can't picture that.
I don't have the cooling kettle. I don't know where it is. A lot of things got lost in transfer. So anyways, okay, so we went to this place that, like, now while you're on the rides, sometimes there's power cuts. So like we're sitting, there's like a little area for like if I'm gonna sweat it off. I don't know, I get fine. I'm not sweating. Yeah.
You're not
So
sweating
anyways, so there's like this area, like the rides are mostly for kids, but there's this like area where you can have shisha and like cold drinks and booza. Do you guys know what booza is? It's Syrian ice cream. So there's a really popular place called Bakbash, and it's in the
So she went there to eat.
Ahmadiyya Souk. Hey, FAS.
She would be one of the rides. She could be. Oh my gosh. Salah, if you need to make money, just rent Foodie Beauty out as a ride.
Yeah, right, Carolina. We're gonna do the old souk. It has so many things to shop. Hey, JC, the
What could it be called? Wrangle the pig? Okay, that was kind of mean, but I still don't regret it. Enigma said now she has 3 days left. She's still there. She's going to stay illegally until someone finds out. Okay, Erin gave me a theory this morning, or was telling me a theory this morning, that she thinks Foodie Beauty and Salah travel during the day. Like they leave, head out during the day. I don't know if it's a way to get around it. I don't know. But I'd have to go back and reread the theory. Or Erin, if you're still in here, will you please type it out? It's a good one. She is very spiteful and thus could be dangerous for her because of that. It's a dangerous game she's playing. I will say that guy didn't look very happy to be filmed at all. Here's a clip from Drew Belinsky. PI shared it. Here's a clip from Drew, his vlog on Syria. It's only 3 months old. Cruising down a Syrian highway, and right there, in the middle of the road, an abandoned Russian tank, still loaded with missiles. The new Syria, they said. Wild.
We are driving in the middle of nowhere, in the desert, in the center of Syria, and there's a freaking tank. Hey, what is that?
This is for the driver, I think.
Of the tank?
Yeah.
How recent do you think this?
Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
You think so? Is this a Russian tank?
I think so, yeah.
I feel like there could be explosives in there. Be careful, man. Seriously. Are these rockets? It's fully loaded. Look at
Wow.
these rockets. Is that what causes all the destruction on the buildings? Like,
Katyusha, yes. Those Katyusha. Oh, from here. This is how they shoot. They press maybe this one.
Don't
you want to
shoot.
try?
No.
Uh,
Holy crap, dude. We are driving in the middle of
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go search for this Drew Blinsky person just because I want to see all the tanks and the stuff in Syria that Foodie Beauty isn't gonna show us. I thought this was funny. Michael said, I love how these pics came out. Thank you everyone that liked them. Here's Saw for you. Hold on, take a screenshot if you want. Well, once I pull it up. Her foot is gonna have to be sawed off, literally. And probably soon. I think probably the whole leg. Oh my god. I'm gonna send that to my sister later. Actually, both of them. I feel like I haven't tortured her in a while. It's been a few days. She needs a weird pic. All right, Debbie's World said, check this out. Apparently, she's had a thing for men from Syria for a while. And this is from Charlie Gold.
What's the idea? Having a husband, a hot friggin' Syrian Kuwait husband, like Middle Eastern men to me physically are the most attractive. Turkish, Moroccan, Egyptian, Syrian. Like I love, but especially actually Syrian men. Like I don't know. There's something about this man I find so amazingly attractive. What's the idea? Having a husband, a hot.
I don't know. That just gave me a bad taste in my mouth. Everything she says, you just shouldn't say, right? Always trying said, hey, Foodie Beauty, you want to know how to prevent long-haired cats from getting matted? You brush them daily. But as a cat owner of over 20 plus years, with one of them being long-haired, I'm sure you already knew that, right? There's the whole, okay, you brush your pet not only for the pet, but for you too, right? Like I know Chachi barely has any fur. She actually looks naked, which is why she's so cold and she wears clothes. Anyways, but like during the summer, I feel like she sheds like crazy. So I shed her to make her life, or shed, I brush her to make her life easier and more comfortable. But I also do it so I don't have dog hair all over the place, right? But Foodie Beauty doesn't think about the comfort of her animal or about having a clean home. And that's just wild to me. You can tell she truly doesn't do any cleaning ever. Your mom's and too, like, you have to think about this too. When animals, when they have long hair, if you're not brushing them, they get matted. And those mats hurt because it's pulling on their skin. And eventually then you're gonna have to get them cut off. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Just brush your animals. It's so easy. Take 5 minutes a day, I'm telling you. I need you all to play this song by Blink 182. Even if you've heard it, just please play it again because it's such a good song. The music video is hot. The song is hot. It's just all hot, okay? Feeling this? Everybody play it. I don't like any music that's new, really, or newer. But I do like this song by Willow Smith, Meet Me at Our Spot. I don't know. It's a vibe. The song's a whole vibe. Then I was listening to The Cure yesterday, Friday I'm in Love. I feel like that's such a Friday song, right? I don't know. I don't listen to radio stations anymore, but I feel like during my childhood, listening to the radio was like the thing. I don't know. It's just what you did. You waited sometimes all day for a song to come on, and then you would record it. Or do you guys remember this? Anyways, I feel like Friday was like it was played on The Cure, Friday I'm in Love. It was played every single Friday on every single radio station. It just was. All right, I don't know if that's all I have for right now. Let me see. I feel like there was a clip I knew I wanted to play, but I skipped it to show you the angry guy. So I'm gonna go back to try to find it. If Foodie Beauty goes live this afternoon, I could snipe it. If she goes live tonight while I'm asleep, I can recap it in the morning. But don't leave yet until I know if I could play this clip for you, or even if there's a clip I wanted to play. I remember there being one, but if we're going based on my memory, again, I used to do a whole lot of drugs. A whole lot, and not any ones that were good for me at all. At all. Do you ever think of like the stupid shit you used to do? I don't know, like I think back to the progression of my addiction, right? The alcohol to coke, to the meth to the crack, to the things in between, and then the weird pill addiction I had for a while, where I was like taking 20 to 25 of these things a day. Well, not taking them, I was snorting them, to be honest with you. But, anyways, and then I think to my life now, how if I take two iron pills, or like double up on my biotin or whatever, like I'll call my boyfriend, I'm like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna get serotonin syndrome? Am I gonna OD? You better say goodbye to me now. Anyways, I have those moments where I think about how I didn't care what the fuck I was putting into my body. And now I'm overly cautious. It's like night and day, let me tell you. I don't even like taking antibiotics. I don't. I feel like it throws off your whole gut, and then all your healthy bacteria is killed. I'm just a whole changed person, and sometimes I laugh at myself. Anyways. All right, where is this clip? I remember it was around the angry man. And the onion. I do remember the onion being part of this. Oh gosh, I wish I could click on this thread. I wish I could. Of all the things YouTube allows, I just know they won't allow the edited photo of her in the bathtub. Fuck my life. Listen, things are going good. Let me find this clip. Well, I'm gonna look for one more minute. Looks could kill. Okay. This wasn't it, but I'm glad I came back to show you guys. Hi guys, this was our dinner last night. The plate in the middle is called stuffed and rolled grape leaves. The dishes on either side that are full of kusamashi, stuffed zucchini. It is served with soups and tabbouleh. These are some of my favorite foods, period, but look at the photo. It looks just like her. Catch me if you can, everybody can catch you. A three-legged dog could catch you. A two-legged dog could catch you. Wait. Yeah. Oh, this might have been it. The only time I've watched her directly, this is it. Saw this clip on somebody's, and had to find the original stream to see how long it took her to realize it's on her eye. If you rubbed mayonnaise or ranch into your eye, would you immediately feel it, or would you just carry on eating like nothing happened? I just need you guys to see this happen. Oh. Oh. It's in your eye. Anyways, we're 30 seconds into a 56-second clip, and she still hasn't rubbed that off of her eye or wiped it off.
How can she not see how ridiculous?
How do you not feel that?
Oh my god.
She's just disgusting. So foul. So vile. Anyways, I love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. If Foodie goes live, I will be on to snipe it. I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend, a great day, a great evening, wherever you are. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Go be productive and go be kind to somebody who deserves it. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Foodie, if you hit your cat, I want nothing but bad things for you. Before we go, that's honestly it. I can't say everything I would like to say, but okay, we'll do an edited version. I hope you stub every single toe 5 times. I hope you fall and land on your fupa. I hope that nail, that jagged ass toenail that you have going on, I hope it gets caught on everything, on the couch, on your clothes, on Salah, on your bed, everything. And I hope Julia escapes and makes it to a family who deserves her, because you don't deserve her love. You don't deserve any animal. You don't deserve any humans. You don't deserve a fucking cockroach. You don't even deserve a parasite. May you have the day you deserve, you filthy, disgusting bitch. But I love you guys. Thank you and have a good day. Goodbye, everybody.